Good morning. It's another day. Right, so I've done all my deliveries this morning and it's been raining off and on all day. I need to bag up some of the kiln dried logs out of the IBC. I've obviously only got one forklift. It's just started raining again now, so I might have to wait a couple of minutes, but I'm gonna get an IBC under here like I normally do, and then my idea being is to tip the whole IBC in here. Hopefully it doesn't jam it up, and then I can come back here with the forklift with the bag on, turn it on, and that'd be the quickest way of doing it. But I don't know whether it's going to work or not. There have been talks of these jamming up, and they've got like a heat sensor. If the motor gets too hot, it turns off. So fingers crossed it's going to be okay. Eventually, guys, when I've got a bit of space in here, this is basically come inside, just inside the door here, run along the same wall but indoors. That'll allow us to bag up throughout the whole day if it's raining and whatever else. So, but we're pretty chock-a-block at the moment. Fingers crossed this rain finishes in a minute. I'll get all set up so we're ready, and then we'll give it a whirl. Do this quick before it rains. It's really good to have a sidearm with IBCs because when it flops right over, it can rip the bottoms of the IBCs off. So I will let that down. We are all ready. that worked a treat. I need to just get a bit closer with the IBC. You forget how wide it is. I didn't want any spilling over the back, but like I say, you forget how wide it is. As you can see, one IBC does one bag and just over half normally. It's stopped raining again and I've got to fill up that trailer. I'll get that, watch the side on the sidearm. Doesn't look like it's going to rain now. That ain't bad at all, is it? There we go. Shall I leave it running all the time? Well, it works well. Works really well when you're running it constantly. See how much debris we've taken out of them. See, it's quite a lot. I'm glad I've done it. Obviously, I could have just tipped that from the IBC straight into the trailer, and the logs have already gone over a cleaner, in theory, on the end of the processor. But that's out of 6 IBCs. It's not a lot. But when it's going to the end user, I think it's worth doing. I did mainly purchase it for bagging, and it will be very good at that. I just need to possibly, I think I'm going to need a backup forklift or a second forklift anyway, so that worked quite well. One can just sit on the rotator and just feather it in, and it does clean better when you don't put a massive lump in either. There is some adjustment on here. You can take these bolts out and steepen the angle of the cleaning rollers, so it spends more time on the rollers. That in turn will probably take out a little bit more waste, so that's something to look at. But yeah, if I have a forklift at the other end just holding bags, because the trouble is an IBC is 1.5 bags, so it's not like you can dump in the whole lot and only fill 1 bag. It's all a learning curve. I'm definitely pleased I've got it. It's just not teething problems, but it's just like it's getting used to it and working out a routine. That's thunder, I can hear now. I've got this in the shed, but I might put a sheet over it as well, because the rain does tend to drive in depending on how windy it is. Might knit these off as well in case it does get windy, because I've taken the straps off them now. And then I've got to put this, it's coming, this kindling, when we were bagging it, some of it was fine, some of it just in the middle of the rounds, some of this kindling in the middle of the rounds was still a little bit damp, and I'm not sure if it was really like moisture as in water. I think it was more sap, because it's softwood. So we put these in the kiln just like that, a couple of days, and they've dried out really nice. So, but as you can tell, this is why I don't do it on mass scale. The wood shrinks in the net. That was tight on the top of the wood when that went in. So it's amazing how much it shrinks. That's why I don't do all my nets like that, because then you get a bad end product. Where these, they're full right to the brim, see? Because they haven't gone through the kiln. So that's another thing to learn if you want to get into kindling. Well, that's about it for today, guys. I think I'm going to just whip off these cages. You don't need to watch me do that. You saw enough of that yesterday. Oh, another one. I am now filming either 2.7 or 4K. Don't forget to go up to the settings in the YouTube, go on advanced, and then click on a higher quality if your internet can support it. It is filming in really good quality now, and I had to change a setting in my YouTube studio so it uploaded at better quality, which I didn't know about. So it should be a lot better now, and yeah. Right guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.